24,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine arrived on the island of St. Vincent on April 7th via the COVAX Facility. What is COVAX and how is it related to COVID-19 and vaccinations? COVAX is the COVID-19 vaccine's global access, a global initiative aimed at equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines. COVAX forms part of the Access to COVID-19 Tools ACT Accelerator. This is a framework for global collaboration that came to fruition in response to a call from G20 leaders at the start of the pandemic in 2020. The management of the COVAX facility falls under three partner agencies, which include Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, CEPI, and the WHO, with UNICEF as key implementing partner. The vaccine cargo was met on arrival by the Minister of Health, the Honourable Sinclair Prince, CMO Simone Kieser-Bisch, PAHO Country Program Specialist Nicole Slack-Liebert, and other team members from the Ministry of Health. Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. the Honourable Ralph Gonsalves via Zoom, thanked PAHO and the COVAX facility for the vaccine doses. He stressed, however, on the ramping up of vaccinations.
We need to ramp up the vaccination. I know there's talk about vaccinating 20%, and I can understand that COVAX, that's what they're doing, but we have to get to 70-80% of the population. I think Dr. Gabriel would understand that too. But we have to get that done in order to have get back to normalcy.
He urged Vincentians to focus on the facts and not the fables.
Let us listen to people who are knowledgeable, who are experts in the area, and don't go and pay attention to those who have some kind of cognitive dissonance between the real world and what is in their heads, or those who have a bias and all they do, the slightest piece of information which they get, which confirm their bias, they run with that and they ignore all the other facts and science, which show that the vaccines are safe. And to the extent that there's any risk at all with the vaccine, the benefits far, far outweigh the risks.
Minister of Health, the Honourable Sinclair Prince, supported the Prime Minister's call for citizens to be vaccinated as a matter of urgency.
Every day we try to find strategies to try to counter the misinformation and anti-vaccination sentiments making the round in the society. I take this opportunity to appeal to the many Vincentians who are hesitating to do your own research and to inform yourself about COVID-19 and the vaccine.
Dr. Itadis Gibre, PAHO WHO country representative for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries, joined the handing over ceremony via Zoom and reiterated the importance of maintaining the public health measures. He says vaccination is our best option.
COVAX remains the best option to offer vaccine with equity. Honorable Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, while there is a reason for hope, we must also remember that doses are limited and it will be several months before we can rely on vaccine to control this virus. Our goal must be to save lives, as many as possible, by prioritizing early doses for those who are at the highest risk of infection.
Under the COVAX facility, the Pan American Health Organization, along with the World Health Organization, Gavi, CEPI, and UNICEF, have set a target for the Americas to provide enough vaccines to cover around 100 million people by the end of 2021. Once this is achieved, it means that these countries will have enough vaccines to immunize 20% of their populations. PAHO Director Dr. Carissa Etienne says, because of the global limitations on manufacturing vaccines, it has been difficult for our region to gain access to the vaccines we need to immunize our populations. Vaccine production for approved COVID-19 vaccines needs to increase worldwide, because none of us will be safe until all are safe. It is simple. Do your part. Get vaccinated. Vaccines bring us closer.